Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. All across Scotland, people ridicule and laugh at the SNP and their trials and tribulations of late. But it isn't just in Scotland. Obviously, this channel does. We're past masters at this now. It's become almost a religion to sit there each day, check the news, and completely ridicule these buffoons who are attempting to run and indeed ruin Scotland. But it isn't just in Scotland, of course. Westminster must also have its fair share. And of course you've got all those SNP MPs in Westminster who are themselves coming under daily scorn and opprobrium and today ridicule. We're going to take a look at this because the SNP has truly become a laughing stock. Here goes. So SNP left as laughing stock at PMQs as Sunak rips into Sturgeon over the mounting crisis. Even the people in London, even the Westminster lot, are now having a go at the SNP. And when even the likes of Rishi Sunak, a man not noted for his great sense of humour, is able to sort of conjure up these images and really pour scorn on this party, you know the game is up, isn't it? The game is absolutely up. Anyway, so SNP Westminster leader Stephen Flynn was met with a wall of heckles in the House of Commons today as he faced MPs for the first time since multiple arrests of high-profile party figures. Conservative MPs mocked the party over Police Scotland's investigation into the misuse of donations. I think it's a bit rich from them, given how much sleaze they've had over the years. Tories laughed as he rose to his feet and could be heard shouting about the reported seizure of a camper van as part of the police investigation. With pressure mounting on the SNP, Rishi Sunak used Prime Minister's questions this afternoon to also attack the party for its legal crisis. So yeah, I mean, he's supposed to be up there answering questions, but he's basically played a blinder. You've got to be honest. He's played a blinder, and he's used the occasion where Parliament is supposed to be questioning him to launch a scathing kind of riotous attack upon the SNP. And I think it's glorious if you watched it, and it is certainly worth the watching. This was indeed the video I was making, I must point out, when the news of Colin Beattie's non-resignation came through. But we are getting back to it here. But he quipped that his party would motor on with the job as he swiped at the SNP's legal rows. The Prime Minister also added, if they can't fix the mess that Nicola Sturgeon left their party in, how can they possibly fix the mess that she's left Scotland in? And that is an excellent line. Far better than you would. Well, you guarantee he didn't write that. Somebody's written that for him. But yeah, that's a good line. The SNP's former Chief Executive, Peter Murrell, who is married to Sturgeon, has been arrested and questioned, blah, 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 we've done. And then they're talking about Beattie also being arrested. Again, blah, blah, done to death. We've done 100 videos. It also emerged that the auditors are gone. Again, we've had that. However, in a bid to make light of the situation, which developed over the Easter parliamentary recess, Flynn responded to Tory heckles by joking, I'm delighted to hear they had an equally peaceful and relaxing Easter as I did. Looking to return to the attention to devise within the within the Conservative Party, the SNP leader quizzed Sunak on comments made by Scottish Tory leader Douglas Ross earlier this month, in which he suggested voters should vote for whichever party was most likely to oust the ruling party in Scotland. And he needs to be careful because people may well do that in England as well. I mean, they can do it across the whole of Britain, but let's face it, Scotland and Wales, not too many Tories in those places. It is England that is Tory. And so a few well-placed minds, if you like, a few votes in the right places there could certainly scupper the Tories. The only trouble is who you're going to get in. The Tories are bad, but then Labour are bad, and the Lib Dems, well, the less said about them, the better. There isn't really any kind of choice for people unless you take the lucky dip and everyone goes independent. Anyway, he asked, was it their refusal to stand alongside striking workers on the picket line, their acceptance of the economic damage being caused by Brexit, or perhaps their support for denying the people of Scotland the right to choose their own future, which led to the leader of the Scottish Conservative Party urging voters to back Labour, which he did do. He did actually say that. So it's pretty bad. But I think even the Tories know that having Labour in would be better than the SNP. Labour may be the enemy of the Tories, but the SNP are the enemy of the people. Sunak responded, what we're doing is not getting distracted by the things that are going on elsewhere. and we're focused on delivering for the people of Scotland. He added, now I know at the moment him and his party are focused on other matters. We're just going to motor on with the job. Praising Ross, Sunak continued, the Scottish Conservatives deserve enormous praise for forcing the SNP into abandoning their completely unworkable and fundamentally flawed deposit return scheme. And yes, it is being abandoned. I know Yousaf said it was being delayed till March until it had been looked at again. But that's the way that politicians just quietly dispose of policies they know will never wash. Anyway, yeah, so he to be brave to stand up, I think, Stephen Flynn, and to come into the firing line like that. He must have known, walking into the chamber, that this would have been a thing. But, you know, if you get up, be first, get it out of the way, sit back down, ask another question, and then get on with it. And then it goes away. As that's the correct political thing to do, is you know you're going to have your biscuits eaten, just get them eaten quickly and then move on. But yeah, it's gonna rumble on because there's more and more and more, and every day there's more. So every time anyone says anything from the SNP, people are just going to attack them, and quite right too. Anyway, I shall round off and finish. Of course, this is all very fine and well, and it's all a bit of schoolboy humour. There's nothing. I don't think there was anything malicious today. I think they were just sort of having a ribbing at him. Over what's happened. I don't think there was anything particularly personal attack-wise there. But that's because it's the first day back, they're all in a good mood, that kind of thing. Wait until later in the week. Wait until Sturgeon has been arrested. I think more will come. I think at that point it will start becoming a little bit more barbed, a little bit more jagged, because it isn't just a functionary. It isn't just someone who had a job in the party but who wasn't a politician, or it wasn't someone who was yes, he was a politician, but he's resigned from a job that it didn't take a politician to do, kind of thing. But when you're the leader of the party, as Sturgeon is or was, and then you're arrested and you are questioned, that is much more serious. That will be much more pounced upon by everyone, not just, like I say, in Holyrood, but also in Westminster. And of course, it's quite right that it is. And if charges follow, then it will just be an absolute free-for-all, and we will all watch, salivating over the prospect of a fantastic court case. And I know I certainly will, and I'm pretty sure everyone will, whether you follow Scottish politics or not, to see those lot in court answering very, very important questions about where the money went. It's delicious. Anyway, I shall finish there. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you've seen here on the channel, please hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, leave a like, leave a comment, please share the video, and until next time, stay safe, stay well, never trust them, any party, it doesn't matter what party you support, they're all gits, and goodbye.